I just love these guys. We need to donate big bucks to Judicial Watch. They are our only watchdog group in Washington that will go to court and get documents that the American people should be able to see with FOIA requests, Freedom of Information Act. And as we all know, the Department of Justice and the FBI have been slow walking any documents, not only to Judicial Watch, but to anyone who has been trying to piece this together a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about attorney-client privilege. I am appalled at the way they did Manafort and the way they did Cohen, Trump's lawyer, to especially Trump's lawyer Cohen, to go in there and seize records that they have no right to do that without suspect of a crime. And so far, I haven't even heard of a crime that this attorney had committed. And what do they need Trump's records for? Let's listen to Judicial Watch for a minute here and see what these guys came up with it.
Here, what about attorney-client privilege? Well, that's why it's so rarely done. And supposedly there will be teams in place that will prevent and secure attorney-client related material.
Bullshit. You know they're going through them with a fine-tooth comb, trying to find anything they can squeeze Cohen's nuts on to try to get to Trump. We know that. That's a given.
And prevent the wrong people from seeing it or it being misused. Well, don't you believe it?
Yep.
I mean, I think this is a way of the deep state getting revenge on Donald Trump.
It is.
This president is criticizing the DOJ and FBI's handling and mishandling of the various investigations, the slow walking of documents to Congress.
Yep.
And then the agency, within a week, raids his lawyer's office.
Yeah.
You know, and this Mr. Cohen has been Trump's lawyer for a decade.
Yeah.
And with the raid, Cohen now presumably is the subject of an investigation.
What's his crime?
So now they've torn asunder, in many ways, the attorney-client relationship between President Trump and his lawyer.
Exactly. I mean, when I was talking with my lawyer, how would I have felt if the state had gone in there and raided his office under the pretense of looking for a crime to indict me on, and they're going to use my lawyer's files and what I talked to him about against me? What are we, a banana republic? When it's like a doctor and his patient confidentiality. You know, if you can't talk to your own lawyer about business and things, knowing that it's safe and it's protected, what the fuck do you need a lawyer for that anymore? They are way overstepping their bounds here. And America, you got to vote these Democrats out, because that's who's behind all this. They're pissed off that they've lost. They all counted on Hillary. They all put their money in on Hillary to get all their favors and these foreign country monies. I haven't seen shit on Hillary. Why is this bitch getting to walk free and Obama walking free? Lynch, Brennan, Clapper, Comey, McCabe, Orr, Page, all these fuckers are walking free. And Trump's team's being pulled up on the rug every other fucking day because some Democrat, Elizabeth Warren, Kamala Harris, Booker, Schumer, Schiff, you know, all these puke bags are out there spreading lies, destroying people's lives, and they're walking free? America, wake the fuck up. It's time.
He's been cut off. Knowing Trump, he's probably going to still use him as his lawyer, but the goal is to make that difficult. And Mueller, what another, if you've been watching any of these videos or tracking what we say or what I...
Mueller, the fucker that took the uranium to Russia for Clinton, who signed off on it, and Obama's cabinet members. They knew they were arming Iran with the capabilities to destroy the world. Why are these fuckers not in jail? That is as close to espionage against the United States as anything I could ever imagine.
I say on Twitter, you know, I don't think much of the Mueller operation. But the dishonesty here of using the Justice Department, laundering charges that Mueller knows he wouldn't have been able to get authorization to
Yep.
directly investigate. And getting the Justice Department to do his dirty work up in New York is, to me, just is a dramatic example as to why the Mueller investigation is out of control
Yep.
and needs to be shut down.
Yep.
Practically speaking, he doesn't answer to anyone who's been appointed
Yeah.
under the Constitution of the United States.
And Rosenstein, who got him appointed as special counsel, is his star witness. This is like putting the wolf in charge of the hen house. They're up there covering their ass, and I'll bet they're doing a lot of paper losing right now because they don't want this out. This comes out, and people start realizing they weaponized the DOJ and the FBI for the Democrat Party. They own them. They own those FBI and DOJ departments. That's why they don't want voter ID. That's why they want open borders. That's why they want to take away our tax cuts that we got. You get a Democrat in there, or a Democrat House, or a Senate, or another Democrat president, you may as well kiss America goodbye, because you won't have any money, you won't have any rights, and you won't have any Constitution rights. Democrats, they fucking hate America. Wake up.
If you look at the special counsel regulations, go look at them. You can look them up. And I don't have them in front of me, but I recall specifically they say the Justice Department shall now not supervise Mueller or the special counsel on a day-to-day basis.
Can you believe that?
As I said before, how does that work constitutionally speaking? And now,
and now they don't want to account to Congress either. So what are they? Are they the fucking government? So we don't need a president. We don't need a Congress. We don't need a Senate. All we need is the FBI and the DOJ to run America. That's rogue. That's a rogue agencies. Those are rogue people. That is espionage. That is treason. And, you know, all it would take for us to fix this is you take those guys, you put them through trials, and you convict them. And you make examples of these fucking corrupt people.
Rod Rosenstein is in for a pound, in for a penny, in for a penny, in for a pound with Mueller, and is refusing to say no to anything he wants to do. We've talked about the CYA memo he wrote back in August of 2017 to justify after the fact the raid and investigation of Paul Manafort, the raid of Manafort's home.
Yeah.
Remember they went in there?
Go in there and steal his suits? You know, you fucking petty motherfuckers, break in my house 5 o'clock in the morning and you get a bullet between your eyes.
Early morning raid with guns drawn. Photograph his suits. And now they're investigating payments the president's lawyer may have made to women. What does that have to do with Russia?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. So now the president has a special counsel and a Justice Department is just figuring out a way to put him in jail.
Yep.
Not because they have evidence of crimes.
Nope.
But because they think he shouldn't be there.
Yep. That's exactly what they're doing. And if America doesn't wake up and vote out every single Democrat, and if Trump won't fire, you know, when he went and when he won the election, I sent him my first Twitter to the new president was, you fire the top 25 in every fucking agency you have, especially all the intel, the top 25, and that's how you clean house. Because Obama and Bush and their little cronies put their little special people in all these civil servant jobs to spy and to report back to Obama. That's why you don't see Pimp Boy out there flapping his lips right now. He knows his ass is grass. And Hillary, she's just out there flapping her lips for the sake of argument, thinking that she still has these millions of followers. Well, Hillary, your millions of followers, they're in the graveyard. because nobody that was sane voted for your fucking ass. We know about you and Billy Bob from your drug days down in Arkansas. And for somebody that has 42 murders under her belt, there's no way we were going to elect you. No way. I don't care if Comey ever came out. I don't care what they said. I was never going to put my vote for Hillary Clinton. You know why? Because I know what that fucking bitch is. I have followed her for years and decades, and I watched her, and I could tell that woman was as ruthless as they fucking come. Ruthless. And a lot of those women in the Democrat Party are just as fucking ruthless. Camilla Harris, Jill Brand, the bitch down in Hawaii, what's it, Ducksworth? I like to call her Clucksworth. Even her own unit hated her ass and was glad to see her go. Oh, now they can bring baby into Congress. Yeah, everybody wants to smell shitty diapers and listen to a baby cry when they're up there trying to push an agenda. Yeah, that makes a lot of fucking sense, guys.